Hey now, hey wow, here's how. Come and read between the lines. Come on, come in, begin. The world awaits. Between the lines, between the covers of a book, it's time to look between the lines. Behold the tales, beyond the tales, behind the door. Become explored. Come in between the lions. Begin between the lions. Be here between the lions. Sausage Nose.
National Velvet. Save.
Okay.
The Ipswich Knish. Delete.
Yep. Yeah.
The making of the Ipswich Knish. Save. The fish goes splish. Delete. The mouse that roared. Definitely save.
It's awfully big of you to help us weed out the old videos, Click.
Big of me? As in I'm usually so small? Is that what you mean?
No, Click. It's just an expression. Yeah, Cleo means that it's nice of you, as in big-hearted.
Oh, right. I would have known that had you directed me to my expression finder.
Whoa, look at this. You don't want to get rid of this one. Bum, bum, bum. Sausage Nose. Ha.
Sausage Nose. Yes, Sausage Nose, starring Faith Prince, Walter Bobby, with Marilyn Sokol as the strange old lady. A short foreign film from Sweden with subtitles. What are subtitles? The dialogue is printed on the screen to read.
Oh, this is so cool. Can we watch it? Can we watch it, please, please, please?
Since it's a short film,
Yeah.
let's see. 7.5 minutes.
Hey. Yeah. Alrighty then.
Oh, cool.
All right, gather round.
Excellent.
My dear sweet husband will be home soon. And all we have for dinner is this radish. But at least we are very, very happy. Oh, who is it?
A strange old lady.
Ah, come in, strange old lady.
Hello.
Hello.
Can I borrow a radish?
Yeah, of course. It is all we have, but you may have it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You are too kind. In return, I will give you 3 wishes. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Wow, 3 wishes. I think I'll wish for a nice hot dinner for my dear sweet husband. I'll wish for a sausage. Wow, it works.
Honey, I'm home!
Hello.
Oh, what smells so good?
Oh, a sausage.
Ooh.
Yes, a strange old lady came and gave us 3 wishes. And I wished for a sausage.
You wished for a sauce.
Yeah?
What a waste. You could have wished for anything in the world.
But it looks like a very good sausage.
Phooey, you blew it. I wish the sausage was on your nose.
Now look what you've done. You blew it. Even worse than I did. And we wasted another wish, and now I have a sausage on my nose.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And we have only one wish left.
Oh,
We should wish for something like a castle lagoon.
but I will still have a sausage on my nose. Oh, what shall we wish for? You decide.
No, my sweet, you decide.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you. You.
You.
You.
No,
Oh,
you.
you.
No.
I know.
What?
We can go to the library. Maybe they can help us.
Oh, yeah. And it's free.
Ah, yeah.
But bundle up because maybe it's cold outside.
Oh, please, please help us.
Yeah.
A strange old lady gave us 3 wishes.
We know.
Yeah, we saw the video.
Oh,
Idiot. What's an idiot?
You must help us.
Yeah.
How shall we use our last wish?
Well, it seems to me there's only one thing to do.
What?
You have to wish the sausage off your nose.
You don't want to go wasting your third wish. I mean, you want to wish for something really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like what?
I like anything.
But we've been poor for so long, we don't even know what there is to wish for.
Poor Papa, but happy.
Yeah.
Don't forget happy.
Happy Poopsie. Delicious.
Well, you know, there's a whole world of stuff, and it's all right here under your... Yeah, they're right here in these books. You know, you should come with me. You definitely find some stuff you want.
Wow, we're going shopping?
Shopping. I have heard of shopping.
Well, come on, then. Come with us.
Well,
Poopsie.
oh, I have to go do some work now. Have fun shopping.
Oh, yeah, bye-bye.
Bye now.
You know, Clay, I find that sausage on her nose very,
Attractive?
yeah, attractive.
Yeah, me too. It kind of reminds me of,
A beak?
yeah, a beak.
Like a beak.
And that kind of reminds me of how ridiculous this all is. As if I needed reminding. Ugh.
Wished. Ish.
And now, lovers of the vowels A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y, Martha Reeder and the Vowels are in the house, singing the short I sound in their zippy big hit, Fish.
Ish. Ish. Fish. Fish.
And now a little poem in which letters change and make something very interesting happen.
Young Tish had a big empty dish to get something to eat was her wish. Tish's dad with no trouble exchanged F for W. Now Tish is munching a fish. Oh yeah, now Tish is munching a fish.
Fish, fib, rib, rub, tub, stub, stuff.
Oh, look, here's some more cool stuff. This one's about helicopters. You want to wish for a helicopter?
And here's one about mummies. You could wish for your own mummy.
Oh, no.
Or your own pyramid.
Or maybe you'd like to see that magazine about the power boats again, huh? Or how about a home gym?
No, Ryan, no. They like the art books. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is very pretty. You could have anything.
Hello? Are you in there?
Lionel, I think they look kind of frozen.
Yeah. Does any of this interest you? Do you see anything you want to wish for? Snap out of it!
Okay, so what do you think?
We never knew there were so many things to want.
We used to think bread and a comfortable bed were surely as good as it got.
But now we have found, since we both looked around, that what used to thrill us does not.
Yes, we need stuff. And we need stuff to stuff all of our stuff in. The jewels need jewel boxes, the boxes need locks.
The fancy new shoes all need fancy new socks.
And fancy new boats need big fancy new docks. Yes, we need stuff. Swedish meatballs we were, we knew nothing of fur or diamonds or stretch limousines.
But now that we're choosy, we need a jacuzzi, or we simply just won't feel clean.
Yes, we need stuff. And we need stuff to stuff all of our stuff in. The cars need garages.
And we'll need massages.
Cause of the stresses
Of picking out dresses
and islands and castles. And though it's a hassle, yes, we need stuff.
Okie dokie! What's the last wish going to be, my poopsie? I want you to decide. The home gym or the basketball team?
You made it funny. Home gym or basketball team. As if anyone would waste a wish on those.
I was not making a funny.
No?
I suppose you only want jewelry.
Well, at least we would have something to leave our children.
We don't have any children.
So, that's another pretty good wish. Children are better than a basketball team.
That depends on the team.
What about the pretty Mona Lisa painting?
Mona Schmona. My kids could paint better than that.
We don't have any kids.
Now, where's that shelf with the race card book?
Race cars? What are you, cuckoo? We live on a dirt road. You've only driven an elk.
Well, at least I can drive.
This isn't going very well, is it?
Nope.
Stuff, stiff, stick, slick, slip.
And now it's time for...
Gawain's word! Gawain's word! Excellent! Gawain here once again at Blending Fields, where two brave knights in armor will charge together at high speed and make a word. Competing today we have Sir Soul. On your right, Sir Ip.
Ip.
Blend on, dudes! Soul!
Ip.
Soul!
Ip.
Soul!
Ip.
Soul! Slip! Slip! Excellent! That's Gawain's word for today. And this is Gawain saying, be hip, don't slip. See you next time on Gawain's Queen's word! Queen's word!
Slip! Tip. Tip.
Tip.
Tip. In.
And now, a word from world-renowned mezzo-soprano, Ms. Denise Graves.
In. Where? Wish.
Flying off the shelf once again, it's the continuing, daring, and dangling adventures of Cliffhanger! Today's adventure, number 2612, Cliffhanger and the Wish Upon a Star.
Cliffhanger, hanging from a cliff, and that's why he's called Cliffhanger.
Excuse me! Excuse me!
We find Cliffhanger where we left him last, hanging from a cliff.
Can't hold on much longer.
Suddenly, night falls. Far, far above, the first star appears. Sharp as a tack, Cliff reaches into his backpack and extracts his trusty survival manual. Using his expert decoding skills, Cliff begins to read.
When you see a star, make a wish. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight, get me off this cliff.
Cliffhanger, hanging from a cliff.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Would you folks mind rescuing me?
Can all be well thanks to Cliff's wistful wish?
That's easy for you to say.
No, it is only a dream.
A dream?
And that's why he's called Cliffhanger.
Can't hold on much longer.
Wish.
And now, direct from the Plush Hushabye Club, the lush song stylings of Ms. Cleo Lyon.
S-H. Man, I love those two letters, S-H. When you shove them together, I found it's a whole new sound that goes sh-sh-sh-sh, sh-sh-sh-sh. Now you should kindly just shush. I'll start the show if you'll shush.
Yes, that would be a weapon.
I'm kinda shy, but I'll show. Two letters that go shush, 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 shush.
Sorry. Like I said, I'm a little deaf.
S-H. Shame on you if you shun 'em. S-H. Shucks, we've only begun 'em. Shelf, shoe, shiver, shimmy, shake, too. All start with shush. I'm getting crabby now. Shush. Don't treat me shabby now. Shush. Guess my job. This is my moment to shine, and things will go fine if you would just shush. S.H. is such a pair, sure ain't shoddy. You'll love shit, shore, shingle, and shell. Please shush, and I'll show everybody. If I have to shout it, I'll shout it, though I sure hate to yell. S.H. Yes, it's shockingly quiet. S.H. Don't knock it till you say you should. Sure do you good. So please shush.
for you. Have you decided what you're gonna wish for yet?
No. Unfortunately, the woman on the other side of the shelf with the sausage on her nose has very different ideas than I do. Cuckoo ideas!
Tell the man previously known as my husband that I heard that. And tell him it is he who is cuckoo. Cuckoo!
Cuckoo!
You tell him. Go ahead, tell him.
Pardon me. She says it is you who are cuckoo. Cuckoo! Cuckoo!
Got it!
Cuckoo.
Got it?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I guess the woman with the sausage on her nose will be very happy when the cuckoo man moves out of the house.
The woman with the sausage on her nose will not miss the cuckoo man one bit. Tell the cuckoo man not one bit.
What is going on here?
They're breaking up, and it's all because of us. All because of us.
What?
Well, all we've done is show them really nice stuff, and they've done nothing but argue.
Look. First of all, guys, look, this is definitely not your fault.
Right, it is never a kid's fault when grown-ups argue.
Yeah. Now, watch this.
Safe way. Here we go.
Hey,
No.
cool.
What?
Maybe we could wish for one of those.
Actually,
this is a whistle, isn't it? With
yeah.
a big red star. Look at that.
He is cuckoo!
Look, do you know why it's impossible for you to decide on a wish?
Why?
Oh, because remember how happy you used to be when you didn't have anything before you had any wishes?
Yeah, we do. For sure.
Well, then don't you see? Nothing in the world that you could wish for could possibly make you any happier than each other.
Each other. Each other! Oh!
Poopsie. Sausage or no sausage, I still love you.
Oh, things or no things. I love you too, my chickadee. Oh, mwah, mwah,
Pop in the video. We're going home.
And I've got it right here. Yes.
Bye-bye.
Let's go look at it. Yes. I do too.
Oh, yes. Home, sweet home.
Oh, you can say that again.
Home, sweet home.
It's an expression, Poopsie.
Yeah. So, are you ready for my wish?
Whatever your heart desires, wish away.
I wish that this sausage be removed from my nose onto this plate. In the kitchen of our new castle.
Filled with boxes of jewelry for you.
And sports cars for you.
And beautiful art. And books for you.
And a home gym for you. Oh, let's eat my chickadee.
Poopsie.
Yeah.
Is this the same sausage that was on your nose?
Yeah.
No, thank you. A radish will be just fine for me, Poopsie.
I like foreign films.
Me too.
Yeah. I wish all of this would go away.
There are games and stories at the Between the Lions website. PBSKids.org or America Online. Keyword PBS Kids.
Reading to children every day creates warm family memories, and it helps them become better readers. Help a child get wild about reading. Be a designated reader.
I'm ready to get wild.
Okay.
Between the lions. Between the lions. Come in between the lions. Begin between the lions. Be here between the lions. Hey, wow. Here's how. Come and read between the lions. Come on, come in, begin. The world awaits. Between the lions, between the covers of a book, it's time to look between the lions. Behold the tales, beyond the tales, behind the door. Become explore. Come in between the lions. Begin between the lions. Be here between the lions.
The carrot seed.
Boy, your mother sure knows how to grow flowers, Lionel.
Yeah, Dad. This one's really beautiful.
Oh, yeah. I remember when it started out as just a little seed. A seed that she planted and watered.
Yeah, and hey, I remember how Leona and we thought that it would never come up. And then you read us that book.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember it like it was just a few months ago. It's called The Carrot Seed, with story by Ruth Krauss and pictures by Crockett Johnson.
A little boy planted a carrot seed. His mother said,
I'm afraid it won't come up.
his father said,
I'm afraid it won't come up.
and his big brother said,
It won't come up.
Every day, the little boy pulled up the weeds around the seed and sprinkled the ground with water. But nothing came up. And nothing came up. Everyone kept saying it wouldn't come up.
Don't get your hopes up, honey.
Sorry, son.
But he still pulled up the weeds around it every day and sprinkled the ground with water. And then one day, a carrot came up. Just as the little boy had known it would. The end.
Handsome devil, even in flashback.
Yeah. Hey, and just like the boy in the story, we waited and waited, and this beautiful flower finally came up.
Yeah.
And it smells just as good as it looks.
Oh, yeah? Oh, it sure does, son. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Lionel? Lionel?
Gesundheit.
Sorry, son. I guess I gotta remember to take my allergy medicine.
Please.
Seed. S. S. Sun. Salt. Sock. Soap.
And now it's time for...
Gawain's Word! Gawain's Word! Excellent! Gawain here once again at Blending Fields, where two brave knights in armor will charge together at high speed and make a word. Competing today we have Sir... and Sir Oak.
Oak.
Blend on, dudes.
Oak. 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 Soak.
Soak! Yeah! Soak! Excellent! That's Gawain's Word for today. And this is Gawain saying, I'll see you next time on... Gawain's Word! Gawain's Word!
Ing. 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 Sing. Sing. Sing.
Here are some words that begin with the letter S. Sneeze. Snorkel. Sunglasses. Socks. Saddle. Sandals. Sand. Sneeze. S.
And now, Leona, Lionel, and Cleo, and Theo in Lions Scratching. None of the lions is scratching the back of another lion. The second lion in line is scratching the first lion's back. The third lion in line is scratching the second lion's back. The lion at the end of the line is scratching the third lion's back. The end.
Oh, Theo, come here. Come here.
10, 9, 8th Street, 7, 6, 5th Street, 4, 3, 2, 1 signs. Street signs, you see them everywhere. Exit, hey, look at that one there. Don't walk, and when the light turns green, walk, do you see what I mean? The signs are all around. Tell what you need to know. They're one way to get you where you want to go. You can read the signs. Playground, that's where my friends all meet. Pizza, when you want something to eat. Danger, that's when you better look out. Stop, I know what it's about. The signs are all around. Tell what you need to know. They're one way to get you where you want to go. You can read the signs. Ice cream. School. Wet paint. Pool. The signs are all around. Tell what you need to know. They're one way to get you where you want to go. You can read the signs. You can read the signs. You can read the signs.
The people. It's dream come true time for fearless young Monica Maxwell. She has finally gotten those darned rhinos seated around her tea table, and she is teaching them how to sip tea and eat neatly. But wait a minute, what's this? Oh no! Those beastly people have appeared. They're putting an in front of the word seated, causing Monica and all the rhinos to become unseated. But shed no tear, young Monica. The heroic Ree people are here. Look, Monica, the Ree people have reseated the rhinos.
Reed people, you're dreamy.
Now twist your tongue around this one.
7 selfish shellfish, 7 selfish shellfish.
7 selfish, selfish. 7.
7 selfish shellfish.
7 selfish shellfish. 7 shellfish shellfish.
7 selfish shellfish.
Shellfish shellfish. 7 selfish shellfish. 7 fish shellfish.
And now, from Sister Sybil's sensational club Sassafras, the sibilant song stylings of the sultry Miss Cleo Lyon.
Thank you so much. And now I'd like to sing you a little song about a very special letter that can do a very special thing. It makes a lonely lion 2 lions. It makes one little laugh, a lot of laughs. Yes, wouldn't it be hard to imagine a world without an S? The bees would be one lonely buzzing bee. The trees would be one little bitty tree. And who'd ever choose one shoe instead of shoes? Can't even have 2 without an S. One hair on your head instead of hairs.
Oh, a shame.
One chair in your house instead of chairs. One stick, no bunch of sticks. One brick, no pile of bricks. One chick, but no chicks without an S. Yes, more than one is so much fun. Turn toy to toys and turn a friend into friends. When there's a lot, I'm glad we've got the letter S to stick right on to the end. One single little rose becomes roses. One solo little nose becomes noses. When one becomes 2, that S comes shining through. Even the blues would be blue without an S. Yeah, even the blues would be blue without an S. Seed.
I really love this flower that Mom grew.
Oh, me too, son. And your mom really loved growing it. I wonder if there's anybody else in the whole world who loves growing things as much as your mother does.
Glad you asked. The information hen has the book you need. Now let's see. Where is it? Sweet corn, sunflowers, squash, strawberries, string beans. Oh, here it is. It's a pig's world. Chapter 39, Things That Grow. Pig planted a seed and a little flower grew. Pig planted a seed and a little tomato plant grew. Pig planted a seed and a little tree grew. Pig planted a seed and a huge pumpkin grew. The end. Not to worry, no damage to the animated hen.
Boy, that pig's a good gardener.
Yeah. But not as good as your mom. Whoa.
And now, get ready for another story about a seed and something that grows.
The empty pot. Oh, you broke Mom's flower pot?
Yeah, I know, Lionel. Well, calm down, son.
Oh, no. Oh, okay, I know. We'll tell her an earthquake knocked it over. No. We'll tell her an elephant ran through here and knocked it over. No. We'll tell her an elephant and an earthquake knocked it over.
No. Calm down, Lionel. Calm down, son. Listen, I'm gonna go get a book.
Wait. You're gonna tell her a book knocked it over?
Oh, no, son. I want to read it to you. Wait here.
What took you so long?
Oh, I had to go visit a friend in the hospital.
Oh.
Okay. The Empty Pot, written and illustrated by Demi. A long time ago in China, there was a boy named Ping who loved flowers. Anything he planted burst into bloom. Up came flowers, bushes, and even big fruit trees, as if by magic. Everyone in the kingdom loved flowers too. They planted them everywhere, and the air smelled like perfume. The emperor loved birds and animals, but flowers most of all, and he tended his own garden every day. But the emperor was very old. He needed to choose a successor to the throne.
Dad, successor. That means the person who's going to take over from the emperor, yeah?
That's right.
Well, like somebody's going to take over for you when Mom finds out you broke her pot?
There's no successor to me, son. Just listen. Who would his successor be? Because the emperor loved flowers so much, he decided to let the flowers choose. All the children in the land were to come to the palace. There, they would be given special flower seeds by the emperor.
Whoever can show me their best in a year's time,
he said,
will succeed me to the throne.
This news created great excitement throughout the land. Children swarmed to the palace to get their flower seeds. When Ping received his seed from the emperor, he was the happiest child of all. He was sure he could grow the most beautiful flower. Ping filled a flower pot with rich soil. He planted the seed in it very carefully. He watered it every day. He couldn't wait to see it sprout, grow, and blossom into a beautiful flower. Day after day passed, but nothing grew in his pot. Ping was very worried. He put new soil into a bigger pot. Then he transferred the seed into the rich black soil. Another 2 months he waited. Still nothing happened. By and by, the whole year passed. Spring came, and all the children put on their best clothes to greet the emperor. They rushed to the palace with their beautiful flowers, eagerly hoping to be chosen. Ping was ashamed of his empty pot. He thought the other children would laugh at him because for once he couldn't get a flower to grow. His clever friend ran by, holding a great big plant.
Ping,
He said,
you're not really going to the emperor with an empty pot, are you? Couldn't you grow a great big flower like mine? I've grown lots of flowers better than yours.
Ping said.
It's just this seed that won't grow.
Ping's father overheard this and said,
You did your best, and your best is good enough to present to the emperor.
Holding the empty pot in his hands, Ping went straight away to the palace. The emperor was looking at the flowers slowly, one by one. How beautiful all the flowers were! But the emperor was frowning and did not say a word. Finally, he came to Ping. The emperor asked him,
Why did you bring an empty pot?
Ping started to cry and replied,
I planted the seed you gave me, and I watered it every day, but it didn't sprout. I put it in a better pot with better soil, But still, it didn't sprout. I tended it all year long, but nothing grew. So today I had to bring an empty pot without a flower. It was the best I could do.
When the emperor heard these words, a smile slowly spread over his face. Then he exclaimed to one and all,
I have found the one person worthy of being emperor. Where you got your seeds from, I do not know. For the seeds I gave you had all been cooked, so it was impossible for any of them to grow. I admire Ping's great courage to appear before me with the empty truth. And now I reward him and make him emperor of all the land.
Okay, I get it. We're gonna tell Mom that an elephant and an earthquake knocked over the pot.
What?
Ah, just kidding, Dad. We're gonna tell Mom the truth.
That's right, that's right.
Lionel, Theo, I'm home.
Hey, Mom. Dad here has something he wants to tell you.
Oh.
Cleo, honey, you know that flower pot that you've been tending to the flower so much? Well, I have this flower, feather allergy.
Seed. D. 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 Dad. Dog. Deer. Duck. And now, fun with Chicken Jane. Today, Chicken Jane and the Big Flying Duck.
Look, see, see, coming down the lane. Here comes Scott, here comes Dot, here comes Chicken Jane.
Look, Dot, look. See the mucky mud puddle. Yes, Scott, yes. See the mucky mud puddle. Look, Scott, look. See the big flying duck. See Chicken Jane right. D-U-C-K. D-U-C-K. D-U-C. Duck. See the word duck. Duck, Scott, duck. Look, Dot, look. See Chicken Jane. She is mucky and muddy. We are not mucky and muddy. Thank you, Chicken Jane.
Look, see, see, going up the lane. There goes Scott, there goes Dot, there goes Chicken Jane.
Here are some words that begin with the letter D. D. Drum. Doll. Dipper. Dollar. Dog. Dime. Dream catcher. D.
And now, Lionel, Leona, Cleo, and Theo in Lions Dancing. Leona starts dancing before all the other lions. Theo will start dancing soon.
Soon?
Lionel will start dancing next. Theo will start dancing soon. Cleo will start dancing next. Theo will start dancing after Cleo.
After Cleo? Wait a minute. After Cleo? That's now!
The end.
Up, up. Der, up. Der, up. Drop, drop. Go!
D. Seed.
You know, Mom wasn't upset at all about you breaking her pot. She just found another pot and planted the flowers in it.
That's right, Lionel. So, what do you want to do now?
Well, actually, I'd really like to hear that story about the pig who grew things.
Me too.
Wow.
Glad you asked. The information hen has the book you need. Now let's see. Where is it? Sweet corn, sunflowers, squash, strawberries, string beans. Oh, here it is. It's a pig's world. Chapter 39. Things that grow. Pig planted a seed and a little flower grew. Pig planted a seed and a little tomato plant grew. Pig planted a seed and a little tree grew. Pig planted a seed and a huge pumpkin grew. The end. Not to worry, no damage to the animated pen.
Huh? 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 Uh-oh.
Hi, Information Hen here. Visit the Between the Lions website for lots of fun games, exciting stories, catchy songs, and things to print. Plus, great resources for parents, teachers, and information hens. pbskids.org.
Get a child wild about reading, and you get a child wild about learning. Be a designated reader.
Wow, that's me getting wild about learning.
Rah! That's me getting wild about reading.
Oh, so read.
Once upon a time...
Between the lions, come on, come in, begin. The world awaits. Between the lions, between the covers of a book, it's time to look between the lions. Behold the tales, beyond the tales, behind the door. Become explorers.
The Coyote and the Rabbit.
I'm playing hide and seek with Leona. I gotta find a place to hide.
Oh, hi, Mama. I'm playing hide and seek with Lionel.
Ah, yes, I heard.
Oh, see you later. Hi, Lionel.
Mom! Leona, It keeps finding me.
Oh, Lionel. Your sister just happens to have an incredible sense of smell. She can find anyone, anywhere.
It's not fair. What can I do?
Well, you know, I think we have a book here in the library that just might help. Let me go get it.
Is my mom cool or what?
It's called The Coyote and the Rabbit, retold and illustrated by Cedric Bruce Bruce. One bright, sunny day, a rabbit was lying outside her hole in the ground, munching on a stalk of celery. Munch, 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 munch. When out of nowhere, a hungry coyote appeared. How are you, my tasty morsel? I mean, rabbit.
I'm, fine.
The rabbit could see the hungry look in the coyote's eye. Yummy bunny. She knew she had to think of something quick to get the coyote's mind off eating her. So she said,
You know, I just noticed that my tail is short and fluffy, while yours is really long.
Duh, so what else is new?
I bet having such a long tail must slow you down when you run.
The coyote thought this was the funniest thing he had ever heard. You crack me up, rabbit. I'm the fastest animal there is. Nobody has ever outrun me. The rabbit was cooking up a plan.
Ah, but you've never run against me? We should have a race.
Now, the coyote was certain that the rabbit had celery on her brain, so he said, All right, rabbit, I will race you to the four corners of the earth. But then, whoever wins gets to eat the loser.
That's fair enough, but I will need 4 days to get myself in racing shape.
It's a deal. I'll be back in 4 days. The coyote headed home. He could almost taste the yummy rabbit dinner that he would soon have.
I better get moving. Oui, is this Cousin Celine in Paris?
The rabbit called her other cousins who lived around the world. And together they worked out a clever plan to fool the coyote and make sure their cousin won the race. On the day of the race, the coyote showed up bright and early. Rise and shine, rabbit! The runners took their places at the starting line. You know, you're gonna lose for sure. Why not just skip the race and let me eat you now? I'd love a rabbit ranchero breakfast.
No way. We will race to the four corners of the earth like you said. Only I'm gonna run underground because that's what I'm used to.
Whatever, loser.
On your mark, get set,
run! And off they went to the four corners of the earth. The coyote raced across the desert, while the rabbit ran into her hole in the ground. The coyote ran for days and days. That rabbit must be way behind me by now. He reached the eastern part of the earth, where there happened to be a circus. Pant. Then suddenly, a rabbit popped out of a hole in the ground just in front of him. Aye!
Boy, it sure took you a while to get here.
The coyote thought it was the rabbit he was racing, but it wasn't. It was the rabbit's cousin Cecil, who lived there.
You better run a little faster if you want to beat me. See ya!
The coyote was so upset that he spun around in circles. Ratza, fratza, ratza, fratza, ratza, fratza! Then he took off, trying to run faster than he'd ever run before.
Slowpoke! What's the matter? Got lead in your tail?
But everywhere the coyote ran, a different relative of the rabbit popped up just ahead.
Big tail, slow as a snail.
And every time he would angrily spin around in circles. Ratza, fratza, ratza, fratza, ratza, fratza! Finally, he got to the finish line back where they had started and found the rabbit he was racing, looking very well rested.
So, would you like me to eat you broiled or fricasseed? Coyote à l'orange would be tasty.
The coyote spun around in circles.
Ratza, fratza, ratza, fratza, ratza, fratza!
And ran off as fast as he could.
Bye-bye!
Then the rabbit celebrated with another stalk of celery. And so did all of her cousins.
The end. So, Lionel, did that rabbit give you any ideas about what to do?
I don't know, hide in a hole in the ground so Leona can't smell me?
No. Use your brain to figure out a way to beat Leona's nose.
My brain? How's my brain going to...
I really enjoyed my time in the library. I'm going to go back outside and smell that rose bush again. Okay, bye-bye.
Roses. Leona can't smell me if I'm covered in roses. Thank you, brain.
Circles. C. Circus. City. Celery.
Here in Mississippi, there are lots of interesting words that begin with the letter C. C. Celery. Sale. Certificate. Cereal. Circus. C.
Circus. 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 Circus.
And now, country music legend Tammy Lynette singing the two sounds made by C.
There are two sounds made by C in words like cry and certainly. And they're certainly enough to make me cry.
C makes me cry.
C makes the K in card and crate, and the S in celebrate. Won't somebody call my cell and tell me why? Oh, they say C only sounds like S before I, Y, and E. In words like city, cycle, and December. It's clear this rule works nicely. Take a crack at it, you'll see. It's just a pity that it's so hard to remember. S in circus, K in camp, S in center, K in cramp. I walk in circles crying, how can such things be?
How can such things be?
Though I concede it's hard to cope, I can't conceive of losing hope. Yes, I'll come through. I'll learn the two sounds made by C and S. Yes, me and you will learn the two sounds made by C.
Sounds made by C.
Flying off the shelf once again, it's the continuing daring and dangling adventures of Cliffhanger! Today's adventure, number 2631, Cliffhanger comes to the circus.
Cliffhanger, hanging from a cliff, and that's why he's called Cliffhanger.
Excuse me! Excuse me!
We find Cliffhanger where we left him last, hanging from a cliff.
Can't hold on much longer.
Suddenly, Cliff notices that a circus has been set up below his cliff. The crafty Cliffhanger reaches into his backpack and extracts his trusty survival manual. Using his celebrated decoding skills, Cliff begins to read.
If you see that a circus has been set up below your cliff, look for the trapeze artist's net and jump into it. There's the net. It's that circle there. Look out below! Here I come!
Can this be it? Has Cliff finally escaped from his cliff?
Oops.
Ladies and gentlemen, before your very eyes, a man will be shot out of a cannon. 3, 2, 1, fire!
Curses!
And that's why he's called Cliffhanger.
Can't hold on much longer.
C. Circles. The 800s, right over there.
Thank you.
Mama, Mama, Lionel's not here. I can't smell him. I can smell you, and I can smell the books, and I can smell that dog, and I can smell the rose bush outside. But I can't smell Lionel. Is there something wrong with my nose?
Oh, no, Leona. I think Lionel just figured out a way to trick your nose by using his brain.
How could he do that?
Oh, Leona, it wouldn't be fair if I told you now, would it?
Hooray for rabbits everywhere, and hooray for our next story! Hooray! Aha.
The gingerbread man.
Oh, sorry.
You can't catch me, Leona.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
No, you can't. You can run as fast as you can, but you can't catch me.
Yes, I can. No, I can't. Who am I kidding? He's faster than I am.
You can't catch me.
You can't catch me. You can't catch... Wait. I've heard that somewhere before. It was in a book. A book that Lionel bought me for my birthday. It was about a cookie that looked like a person, and it was made of gingerbread. Oh, and I remember Lionel was really proud of getting it for me.
It's a good choice, huh,
Okay,
Mom?
yep, here we go, comfy honey. Here we go. The Gingerbread Man by Pat Hatchman. Nice name. Once there was an old man and an old woman who had no children, so they baked a gingerbread man. When they took him out of the oven, they were happy. But then he jumped out of the pan and ran away. The old man and the old woman ran after him. But the gingerbread man just laughed and said,
Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
And they couldn't catch him. The gingerbread man ran and ran. He ran past a cow standing on a patch of grass. The cow said,
Ooh, a gingerbread man. I'm going to eat you.
But the gingerbread man just laughed and said,
I remember. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. And the cow couldn't catch him.
The gingerbread man ran and ran. He ran past a ram in a carrot patch. The ram said,
A gingerbread man. I'm going to eat you.
But the gingerbread man just laughed and said,
Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
And the ram couldn't catch him. Just then, a fox walked by and said,
A gingerbread man. I think I'll eat him.
But the gingerbread man just laughed and said,
Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
Maybe I can,
said the fox.
But if you try to cross that river, you will surely get wet and crumble to pieces.
Can crumble to pieces. Oh, yeah, I know. The fox couldn't catch the gingerbread man, so he made a plan. He told the gingerbread man to get on his back, because if cookies get wet, they crumble.
Hop on my tail, and I'll carry you across.
So the gingerbread man did just that. The fox started to swim. As he did, his tail dipped into the water, and he said,
My tail is getting wet. You'd better climb onto my back.
So the gingerbread man did just that. The fox swam on, but soon he said,
My back is getting wet. You'd better climb onto my nose.
So the gingerbread man did just that. The gingerbread man looked back and saw the old man, the old woman, the cow, and the ram standing on the bank of the river. He laughed and said,
Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me.
And that was the end of the gingerbread man.
Oh, poor gingerbread man. But it was his own fault. He was so sure nobody could catch him that he wasn't careful.
You can't catch me.
Can't catch him, huh? Just you wait, Lino. Just you wait.
Gingerbread. G. Genie. Giant. Giraffe.
That's what I said, gingerbread. Ran away, said they'd never catch him. I happened to wow. Hello, I'm Reginald Livingston Seagull with a poem about an animal who doesn't say very much. It's from this book, Roar and More, written by Carla Cuskin, and it's called Giraffes Don't Huff. Enjoy. Could I get a milk?
Giraffes don't huff or hoot or howl. They never grump. They never growl. They never roar. They never riot. They eat green leaves and just keep quiet.
Here's a song about contractions when you take two words and make them into one. You're invited. Let's get to it. I'm excited. We'll all do it. Here is here's, there is theirs, it is it's everywhere. It's contractions. Let's make contractions. Tell your papas, tell your mamas, better watch for flying commas. I will, I'll, he is, he's, let us go in the breeze. It's contractions. I love contractions. Contractions, we're taking two words and making one. Like taking do not and making don't. Look at how it's done. Oh, squish them together and lose the O from the N-O-T. And you replace it with something called an apostrophe. Let us make contractions. We will use contractions. You will dig contractions. Let us make contractions.
Giant! Giant!
G. Germ. Gem. Jim. Gypsy.
And now here's the gospel truth about the two sounds of the letter G. Well, I went to see the gypsy about the letter G. The G in gypsy sounds like G is what she said to me. But G sounds like good in guppy, goat, and galaxy. You've gotta love the G and good sounds of the letter G.
We love the G and good sounds of the letter G.
He's the G in gentle giant and the G in goo. And G stands for giraffe and it's the G in blue. That's why Gina, George, and Jean, and Gail, and Goldie all agree. Yeah, they love the G and G sounds of the letter G.
We love the G and G sounds of the letter G.
When it comes before an E or I or Y, the letter G, you know it often sounds like G. But when other letters follow, you can bet your bottom dollar that the sound G makes is good. I've got one more bit of gossip, though it may sound strange. I am gaga over garbage, luggage, grunge, and grange, as well as gadget and gigantic, cause these words you see feature both the G and G sounds of the letter G.
We love the G and G sounds of the letter G. We love the G and G sounds of the letter G.
Gingerbread.
How to catch your brother.
You still can't catch me.
Oh, look. It is a brand new cliffhanger book.
Where?
On that shelf. Over there.
And now, fun with Chicken Jane. Today, Chicken Jane and the Gymnast.
Look, see, coming down the lane. Here comes Scott, here comes Dot, here comes Chicken Jane.
Look, Dot, look. See the gymnast.
Yes, Scott, yes. The gymnast is gigantic.
Look, Dot, look. See Chicken Jane write the letters L-U-N-G-E. O-un-j. O-unge. Lunge. See the word lunge.
Lunge, Scott, lunge.
Look, Dot, look. Chicken Jane plunged into the judges.
We did not plunge into the judges.
Thank you, Chicken Jane.
Look, see, going up the lane. There goes Scott, there goes Dot, there goes Chicken Jane.
That wasn't a cliffhanger book, it was Chicken Jane.
Yeah, I know. Caught ya! I caught ya!
Hey, you tricked me.
Good one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was actually.
Hi, Information Hen here. Visit the Between the Lions website for lots of fun games, exciting stories, catchy songs, and things to print. Plus, great resources for parents, teachers, and information hens. pbskids.org.
If you get a child wild about reading, you get a child wild about learning. Be a designated reader.
Rawr! That's me being wild about reading.
Rawr! That's me being wild about being a designated reader.
Cool.
Once upon a time...